There's nothing that I can tell to you in this video that you do not already know within yourself. And the fact that you're here today is not coincidental. It's on purpose. You're the one who's called it forth because there is something special for you, waiting for you to claim it, waiting for this dormant piece of you to wake up. So, there are many things in our external reality that are going to call our attention and that we're going to want. We want that new car. We want that new bike. We want this career success. We want this amount of subscribers on our YouTube channel. We want this number in our bank account. We want this really cute girl or really cute guy to notice us and want to go out with us. There's so many things that we want. Now, all of these things, I want you to know, you can have them. You really can. But if you want to actually have them all, then what you have to do, as contradictory as it sounds, is completely surrender your need for them. This is one of the important steps of it. Because as long as you feel the need for them, as long as you are giving them so much significance and believing that everything that you really want is in these symbols, because everything that's taking place here in external reality and the life that we're living in this place here, it's all symbols. Everything is symbolic. That's the power of symbols. So what this means is that, again, you might want that really cute girl or guy to go out with you. But what you really want is to feel loved, right? What you really want is to feel companionship. So it's not really that you want the relationship. You want what you think that relationship's going to give you. But here's the joke. Until you can feel genuine love for yourself and unlock genuine compassion and feel a sense of companionship just with yourself, you will continue to pass through relationship after relationship after relationship, always wondering, what's wrong with all these people I'm dating? Where's the right person for me? Well, they're not going to be able to come into your life until you figure out that it's not all of the people that you've been dating that have something wrong with them. It's simply that you haven't discovered what you're looking for within yourself yet. And until you discover what you're looking for within yourself, every single thing that you pursue or experience in life is always going to be a letdown. And it's from our own confusion. We think, again, we want the money, we want the relationship, we want the success. But what we need to do is be honest with ourselves and realize that what we really want is this satisfaction that we believe it's going to give us. Now, when you abandon your need for all these things, which for me, the way that it's worked in my life, so maybe this will work for you too, I don't know, it might work a little differently. For me, the way that it's worked is that I pursued enough things for years and years and years in my life and failed enough times, as in not getting them, and also succeeded enough times and gotten what I wanted to realize that when I don't get what I want, I'm upset. And when I do get what I want, I'm upset. I'm still not satisfied. Instantly, as soon as I achieve something, not many weeks need to pass by before suddenly I'm not satisfied anymore, and I want the next thing. Now, the reason for this all stems from one simple issue that most of humanity is suffering from. We think we are this person. We think that this is us. But it's actually not. Now, bear with me because I know this might be like, whoa. What has this guy been smoking? I ain't been smoking, all right? I'm a sober person. We are not this person. Think of it like this. If you were to sit on the couch and log in and play a video game, you don't immediately start to believe that you are the character in the video game. That character embodies the real player that you are because you're the one controlling them. You're the one making decisions and playing the game. But when that character dies, or whether they beat or fail the mission that they're currently on, or whether they get this amount of money to buy that, I don't know, that special new suit of armor that exists in that video game, it doesn't really affect who you really are. Who you really are is sitting on the couch fine. You know, the character you're playing could be shot at, for example, but none of those bullets would ever hit the real you because you're safe at home on the couch playing the game. Now, this is one of the things about this game is that people come into this game, and one of the rules of this game that we play is that we forget who we really are. That's part of what makes this game exciting and special. We completely forget who we are when we enter this reality, and we begin to believe that we are the character. Now, here's the kicker. Most people think that the purpose of this game is to make as much money, or get as much success, or date as many people, or figure this out, or achieve this or that. Everybody's trying to become somebody in this game. But the real purpose of this game is actually to remember who you are. Let's say you sit on the couch and you go to play Minecraft. And when you log in to Minecraft, you forget who you are on the couch, and you forget that the purpose of Minecraft is to collect materials and build a base, right? If you haven't played Minecraft, that's okay, just bear with me. That's the purpose of Minecraft. It's like a create your own, endless sandbox adventure where you can wander around, build little caves and waterfall houses. It's very cool. But what if when you logged into Minecraft, you were so confused and you didn't know that that was the purpose of Minecraft, and you thought the purpose was to complete quests, and you thought it was a shooter game. So you're running around in Minecraft looking for the gun and the guy to give you a quest. Well, you've completely mistaken Minecraft for Call of Duty. Do you see the problem here? This is exactly what we're doing in the human reality. We think the purpose is to get the money or the success, but the real purpose of this game is to remember who you are. Now, Jesus said something, and Jesus is somebody that I use and share examples from because there's a lot of truth in what Jesus says. I'm not talking about religion. I'm not talking about the Bible or organized groups of people saying you need to do this or follow these rules. I'm talking about specific things that Jesus supposedly said. But Jesus says that I am the way. Nobody gets to God except through me. Now, all us humans interpret like, oh, that means that we need to follow Jesus. But what Jesus really meant is that you can pursue any path in life. You can look for God. You can look for your enlightenment. You can seek the light. You can look for your true self in the money, in the relationships, in the success, in the battles. You can go on any journey you want in this life, but it will always lead you to the truth, which is what Jesus spoke about. I am the truth. Now, Jesus didn't mean that he himself as this human character was the truth and everybody should bow down. I guarantee you Jesus never said things like this. What Jesus meant is that who you really are, your true being, the one who's sitting on the couch playing the game, not the human character, is the truth. They are the way to your salvation, because the point of this game is to wake up and remember who you actually are. Now, you can pursue any path in this life of money, of getting the cars, of achieving all this stuff, but that path will always lead you to the realization that it is not the answer. It is not the way you win this game, because you'll always be unfulfilled. You'll always wonder what's wrong with you. There will always be this huge pit of emptiness within you. I promise you from personal experience that people who achieve massive success, that happiness does not last. It doesn't. People who live in a mansion feel the same exact emptiness within themselves as somebody living on the street looking for their next meal. Now, each person has a different external reality and outfits and different problems, different manifestation of problems that they deal with, but both are experiencing the same emptiness. We all are. Because that emptiness is actually our clue to remember that the purpose of this game isn't to try to fill that hole with items and success and things that you can find in external reality. You can do that as long as you want and spend as many years of your life doing that as you want. Eventually, you may come to the realization I've come to from achieving enough things to realize, hey, that's not the answer. I wish everybody could be famous and rich and successful so they could all realize, hey, this isn't the real purpose of this game. I can feel it. So then we ask ourselves, what is? And that is when the way to God, the way to salvation, the way to who you really are. That's the way I explain it. It's you. You are what you're looking for. And you're looking for yourself in everything. You're trying to find yourself in the success. You're trying to find yourself in those external things you want. You're not going to find yourself over there. All you're going to find is more reflections that tell you, hey, this is not the way. So in that sense, all paths lead to the same destination, you realizing who you are. Because whether you realize it instantly right now in this moment, or refuse to accept that truth and continue to pursue other things in life, whether you achieve or fail at them, you will come to realize that you must wake up and remember who you are. Now, this leads us into the conversation of reincarnation, which lots of people would talk about in different ways. I'm not going to use any religion or philosophy to share it with you. I'm going to share you my genuine experience of me having suffered enough in my life to actually remember who I am so that I can actually be here and play this game. I remember who I am, and I know absolutely that I have played this game many times before. Now, here's what happens. And this is, again, from my own personal experience. It doesn't really bother me whether you agree with me or not. I'm telling you the truth from what I've discovered within myself. Take it or leave it. It makes no difference to me. For me, it is very clear that if you don't remember who you are in this life as this human character, when you die, you will instantly wake up in some other reality or some other self, and will completely forget this whole person's life, and you will completely take on a whole new story and identity and have no idea that this life happened at all. And you will continue to be in this cycle of what they may call reincarnation, but that's not what I'd say. I'd say it's just the purpose of this game. You won't be able to graduate to the next level of this game until you wake up and remember who you are, the one that's actually sitting on the couch playing the game. So if your character never fulfills the actual quest and purpose of this game, if they never remember who they are, and they continue to believe that they are this person and identify and attach to everything that takes place in this game world, then you will continue in this cycle of unconsciousness of consistently over lifetime, more lives than you could possibly imagine, never actually realizing what the purpose of this game is. But when you do realize, because you suffered enough, because divine timing, whatever, when you do remember, now when you die, you do not just instantly wake up as someone else. Now, you become who you really are. You have this awareness, so you don't unconsciously fade into things. So when you are enlightened and you remember who you are, which is just the beginning of enlightenment, by the way, it's clearly this huge process, a massive ocean. But when you open the door to it, which is, in my opinion, from, again, my own experience, when you actually remember who you really are, meaning you're not this character anymore. It's just a character in a game. So you're not afraid anymore. Whatever happens to this person, I don't care. This isn't me. It's a character in a game. I'm playing them. When you remember who you are, now you have the option where you can stay as that light energy being that you are. You can go back into the infinite nothingness of which all creation stems from. You could play any game. And for me, I'm going to keep coming here. And I'm going to keep playing this game over and over again. Because when you wake up and you remember who you are, your intention of being here becomes very clear to you. So for example, it's very clear to me, my purpose was never to be as successful or make a bunch of money or do any of these things. My purpose was always to come here, remember who I am, just like I do every single life, and I've been through many, and then I fulfill my purpose because I remember. And my purpose is to stay in this reality and help you and everybody else here remember who they are so that they can step out of this unconscious cycle. Because there's so much karmic momentum to it that they just get lost. So I'm intentionally coming here over and over and over again on purpose. Every time I die, I come back to hold space. So this, being that you and I are here synchronized and sharing space together, maybe you have a similar purpose. Maybe you just love this game so much that you just want to be here all the time. Maybe you have another aspect of yourself that you love playing with and having romance with, so you come here over and over again to play out this romance with yourself. Because the way that it looks to me, just from, again, my own personal experience, is that you and I are not separate. As far as I'm concerned, you and I are the exact same player. We are the same player, and we're playing many characters simultaneously. Our job on the human level has become very much clearer to me, and it continues to become so. My job is to stop taking myself so seriously, to stop putting so much importance on who I am or what I do and don't achieve here, because it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. I'm just one of the infinite players the real me is actually currently playing simultaneously. I'm just a drop in the tsunami wave of creation. So relax. Your purpose is to wake up and remember who you are. And when you remember your human's purpose in this life, right now, who you are, the intention of your true being becomes very clear to you. And then life is very easy from then on out. There's no more confusion. It's just absolute clarity. Every step you take it with your true being. You have no resistance anymore. You have no fear. So isn't it interesting? We started this video, hey, let's remember how powerful and free we are. Let's allow this power to come through us. And hey, all those things we want in life, we need to surrender our need for them so that we can actually have them. But now we progress and we come to this point where we realize, hey, we're not trying to remember who we are so that we can attain all these physical things and success in life. We want to remember who we are because that's the purpose of the game. And when you remember who you are, it becomes very clear that no money, no cars, no success, none of it could ever hold even the slightest bit of satisfaction for you. That is the satisfaction of having had won this game. Remember who you are. It's what you're here to do. And after that, I can't tell you what your purpose is. I can't tell you what the purpose of your human person is. I know mine because I woke up to who I am. What I can tell you is that step one is that you need to remember who you are. You need to achieve the distinction between, hey, this is just a character I'm playing. It's not the real me. And then you can remember your purpose. You have to. The answer you're looking for really is within you. You're never going to find it from me. You're never going to find it from any book or teacher or any class or anything like that. You are always going to have to realize it for yourself, within yourself. That's why it's so insane and delusional of us to be looking for the answers outside of us. We're looking for ourselves everywhere, trying to find ourselves. It's never going to work. That's what Jesus meant when he said, I am the way, I am the truth, I am the light. You are who you really are. Don't follow Jesus, don't follow me, don't follow a book, don't follow a philosophy, don't follow a religion. Let go of everything and allow who you really are within yourself to be heard by your human character. Because as long as you're just talking nonsense and all your philosophy and ideas, blah, 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 you're going to miss the very subtle yet incredible powerful voice of who you really are that is within you, always speaking to you. Always. I thought for the longest time over the last few years, this is the last thing I'm going to say about it, I thought that I was a channeler. I thought that I was channeling source energy. After suffering enough in my life and having to fully surrender, then who I really am makes myself known to me. And it's hilarious because I haven't been talking to source. I've been talking to me. Who I really am has been always right here, has never left me. No matter what I was or wasn't doing in my life, who I really am was always right here, patiently, lovingly, compassionately waiting for me to wake the F up. And I'd bet that you are closer to an alignment with who you really are than you even think. It's not far away. It's not some huge journey. It's very simple. You have to just realize that going into stillness right now, stop trying to do all this stuff, stop reaching for all these things outside of yourself, and tune into who you really are. This is achievement that is far greater than any others in these worlds. It's just, there's nothing better than you. That's really what I'm trying to tell you. You are the most satisfying, most beautiful, most perfect. Oh my God, you're just that great. So just be you. Lean into who you really are. Stop trying to lean into something else. Be who you are. You're going to love it. I just know it because I know you. I've seen you for who you are. And that's why I'm going to keep telling you how awesome you are, because I want you to feel the greatness that you are the way that I'm feeling it, because there's nothing better. Nothing. Hey guys, I've got a live event and Zoom call, really special transformation coming up. You can learn about it in the description of this video. I got links. I do live events usually like once a month or so. There's special group transformations, and the purpose of this one is called Overcome with Light. And it's all about us letting go of who we aren't so that we can fully remember and allow the light being that we are to make themselves known to us. This is like step one in our lives. So if you're ready to let go of everything, let go of all your ideas, of all the things you think that you believe are true, your whole character's story and identity, so that you can feel into who you really are, you can join that below. We got 50 seats available for each event so we can have like intimate interactions, Q&A, all questions answered. Join it. It's going to be awesome. Hope to see you there, and until next time, see you for the next video, and much love to you.